You don't fall in love, you predict it. Your brain isn't reacting, it's forecasting every second. Predict, sense, compare, act, the loop never stops. Your nervous system hates being wrong the way your body hates being cold. A good first date? 2 prediction engines briefly calibrated to each other. No spark. Your models couldn't sync. The body voted before you did. The fight that came from nowhere came from prediction error. Always does. 2 systems caught in a mutual error spiral, each output feeding the next. Your engine has been training since before you could talk. Winnicott's good enough mother. Not perfect. Survivable gaps. That's the curriculum. First heartbreak rewires the precision weights. The story you told rewires them again. You chose partners who confirmed the predictions. Rational at every step. Not a wound. An accumulation. Every environment left building materials. The configuration was rational everywhere it was trained. Just not here. Not now. Attachment style isn't who you are. It's how the engine was trained. 4 styles. 4 answers to the same question. When I reach, what happens? Bowlby called them internal working models. Friston calls them generative models. Same thing. Secure. Well-calibrated precision. Conflict is signal, not catastrophe. They're not easy to be with. They're well-calibrated. Different thing entirely. Anxious. Threat dial cranked to maximum. Tiny input. Enormous error. No text back in an hour. System reads it as abandonment. Rational, given its training data. The cost of a miss was death. The cost of a false alarm was just tears. Avoidant. Stopped listening, not numb. Strategically deaf to relational signal. The blanket thickened. Partner's bid arrives and bounces off. System working as designed. Disorganized. The source of safety was also the source of threat. No coherent strategy possible. Familiar chaos is computationally cheaper than unfamiliar safety. The system has training data for chaos. These aren't personality types, they're precision settings. And precision can be recalibrated. The engine updates through experience, not insight. New data, tolerable doses. Everyone talks about boundaries. Almost nobody is precise about what that means. Markov blanket, the membrane that makes a thing, not a wall. An interface. Sensory states in, active states out. The blanket decides what gets processed. 2 prediction engines couple. A higher order system forms. The relationship has its own blanket. Inside the blanket, signal. Outside, your ex, Instagram, your mother's marriage template. The mother-in-law problem. Her opinions are external states updating a model they don't belong to. Other side of the blanket. That's the phrase. That's the practice. The relationship escalator. A cultural script masquerading as your own desire. Social media's business model is generating prediction error. That tightness in your chest is by design. Old models from dead relationships. External states wearing the disguise of internal ones. Winnicott's transitional space. Neither inside you nor outside you. The overlap where love actually lives. Hold their experience without absorbing it. That's the membrane doing its job. Enmeshment. Blanket dissolved. Avoidance. Blanket hardened into a wall. Both failures of membrane. Where is this feeling coming from? Inside the blanket or outside? That distinction is everything. The relationship has enough real errors to manage. Stop borrowing them from outside the blanket. Hand on your ribcage. That muscle is running code you didn't write. Your diaphragm isn't just breathing. It's deciding if you're safe. 3 circuits, not 2. Porges found the one we forgot. Ventral vagal, connection, sympathetic, fight. Dorsal, gone. The vagal brake. Slow breath holds the whole system in place. Breath goes shallow, the brake releases. Now you're surviving, not living. The infant can't self-regulate. It doesn't have the hardware yet. What it has is its mother's nervous system. Borrowed architecture. Her breath moves the baby's body. Her diaphragm trains the infant's. Prosody, heartbeat, skin contact, all of it, regulatory data. 3 frameworks, 1 mechanism. Calibration by someone else's body. Every body that held yours rewired the settings a little. Breathing exercises feel different for everyone. That's not weakness, that's history. 2 minutes of diaphragmatic breathing. Measurable autonomic shift. The holding environment you didn't build. This is how you start building your own. Everyone says co-regulate. Nobody says what that actually means mechanistically. 2 Markov blankets, 1 interface. Your signals become their inputs. both systems reading each other, bidirectional, constant, mostly unconscious. When both engines run connection models, the loop reinforces itself. Your partner comes home activated. Their signals cross the interface into you. Your calm holds. Their system borrows it. That's successful co-regulation. But dorsal vagal shutdown closes the blanket. Your signals can't land. Their shutdown generates prediction errors in you. Now both systems are falling. 11 p.m. on a Thursday. Nothing is landing. This isn't failure, this is physics. Read the body, not the words. Ventral, sympathetic, dorsal. Different interventions. You don't have to be unbreakable. You have to be the system that comes back. Winnicott's good enough mother has her own bad days. She returns to baseline. Your child's tantrum is a nervous system that dropped out of ventral. Get low. You cannot co-regulate someone whose blanket won't accept your signals. Sometimes two blankets need a third blanket. That's not failure, that's engineering. Chemistry isn't mystery, it's a prediction error profile you can map. Too much confirmation, boredom. Too much violation, threat. The sweet spot, familiar enough to run, surprising enough to stay alive. Third date, they say something unexpected. Your model stretches. That's the charge. You don't have a type. You have a prediction error signature. Winnicott called it play. The space where you can show the unfinished thing. Being yourself around someone. Not zero errors. Metabolizable ones. Perils, tension, security versus adventure. Same dial, different names. The anxious avoidant trap. The part people screenshot and send to their friends. Anxious system. Precision cranked to max on every ambiguous signal. Avoidance system. Blanket so thick that almost nothing gets through. Both chasing prediction errors they can't resolve. Locked in a loop. The secure partner feels flat. That's the old model talking, not the truth. Sitting with the quiet. Letting the system learn that stillness isn't absence. Your compass isn't broken. It's pointing where you were trained to look. You see the mechanism now. Seeing it changes nothing. Insight is not intervention. Knowing your pattern is not rewiring it. The prediction engine doesn't live where books get read. It lives in the body. A meta-model. A model of the model. The gap between prediction and action. 3 conditions, simultaneously. Most advice meets one at best. New evidence that specifically contradicts the old prediction. General positivity won't cut it. The violation has to be tolerable. Too big, and the system doubles down. Massive disconfirmation doesn't rewrite the model, it entrenches it. Ventral, vagal, or nothing. Defense mode doesn't update, it fortifies. The therapist holds the environment. The technique delivers the error. The old prediction fires. Partner comes back. One data point, then another 100. The avoidant opens one channel. Nobody floods through. The blanket learns. One miscalibrated trigger in an otherwise functional system. The most common presentation. Act secure is output manipulation. The model regenerates the old action every time. Earned security, not a transplant. A recalibration. One tolerable error at a time. No new theory, just the protocol. What you can do Tuesday morning. Draw the circle. Inside is signal, outside is noise. Be ruthless. Your ex's voice running predictions inside a system it has nothing to do with. Leaked channels, historical predictions wearing the mask of current data. Mind reading is a prediction engine running without sensory data. All priors, no evidence. If you trend anxious, sit with the error 60 seconds longer than comfortable. The threat prediction fired. The threat didn't materialize. 100 times. Then the weight shifts. If you trend avoidant, one true thing, one sentence more than fine. Disorganized needs a third nervous system. The prediction sabotages its own update conditions. A holding environment is not a person. It's a relational condition. The friend at 10 p.m. who doesn't fix it, whose voice settles something in your chest. 5 words, other side of the blanket, not suppression, reclassification. The couple's blanket map, 2 circles. Compare. The circles never match. Do this quarterly. The blanket changes. Old noise finds channels you forgot to close. A map, even imperfect. The difference between wandering and walking with direction. You don't fall in love, you predict it. Confirmation is quiet, error is loud. The blanket is what creates your somethingness. Without it, you're undifferentiated noise. Sensory states in, active states out. The membrane is where 2 worlds overlap without collapsing. Blanket breach, a ghost from an old relationship updating your current model. Your first blanket was someone else's nervous system. You outsourced regulation to a body. Ventral vagal, the only state where the prediction engine can flexibly update. 4 count in, 6 count out. The extended exhale engages the brake manually. Attachment styles are not personality flaws. They're rational precision strategies. Anxious, threat volume maxed. Mistakes intensity for love. Trained on unreliable connection. The anxious avoidant trap. The irresolvability of error is the glue. 60-second pause. Separate the model's output from the sensory data. One true thing. Opening the channel doesn't lead to engulfment. Teach the system. Goldilocks zone, specific violation, tolerable magnitude, ventral state. All 3 are nothing. You're no longer just the software. You're the user reading the source code. The gap between prediction and action. That's where your freedom lives.